The Oh my gosh, guys, look, we've got Justin here from Summit. I'm so excited. Dude, thank you for hanging out because you've been here for like an hour waiting on me. And I thought you're so famous and running around like crazy in here. I thought you were going to be gone. Like you come by for a second and be gone, but no, you hung out. And I want to say thank you for
We're
doing.
just talking to the nice people in the booth. Like, we're talking about everything we love, of the drag and drive world. Like, you can't beat this stuff. So,
Yes.
PRI is amazing. We love this show because this is race car parts. This is
Yes.
what we all love.
Yes.
And, there's tons of fun people here, tons of new products. And it's great for you guys
Yep.
because there's tons of people here at the show
Yes.
that do your kind of stuff. So you can't really beat it.
Well, and I'll tell you, so we're doing the 100 decals a morning, and those were gone almost before we got back. We got back from the award show, and Adam had given out at least 80 of them, and so we came back, and there was virtually none. So you barely missed it, but we got into the secret stash and got you one because you got to have one of those.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I cannot wait to put it on my toolbox, show it to all my friends, and they're going to ask where I got it, and I'm going to tell them it's a dirty little secret.
Yes, that's exactly right. Well, let's talk about this world champion belt because I know you've seen a lot of trophies over the years. You've seen a lot of cool stuff. What do you think of this thing?
Dude, this thing is amazing. You have some head stud nuts, some wrenches. It looks fantastic. My favorite part, obviously, is the giant Summit logo on it because we love you, drag and drive guys. This is pretty epic.
Yeah, and feel the heft of that thing. You were probably wearing this earlier, weren't you?
I felt like I was on like a World Wrestling Federation, like getting after it. Like, but this thing is absolutely amazing. Knocked it out of the park. Thank you. Yeah, this is fantastic, and it kind of looks like it's real leather, so you can't beat that.
Yeah. So Tom at Cold Hard Art did that for us, guys. This thing is amazing. He knocked it out of the park, just like you said. It's so cool to see this like in person, like to think that there's that kind of creativity out in the world, and I don't have that creativity.
No, I would wear this everywhere. Like this would be like it would struggle to get me out of the house without this on. Grocery store, hardware store, going out to the garage. No, this. I'd sleep with it. That's just me as a person. This is a prestigious award. Like this is way better than a leg lamp.
That's exactly right. Well, I'll tell you, Bryant really earned it this year. Competed 4 different times. The first event, sick week, he didn't even finish. So, you start thinking about running a car that is 6-second capable and just the capacity that takes on your mental self to be able to do that. And then he goes out and does it 6 summer, you know, Southeast Street and Yeet, Hot Rod Drag Week. He does all of them and just completely dominates.
Yeah, and that's what that kind of this whole series, the Drag and Drive Addiction deal is about. Is you don't, you can have an unfortunate kind of circumstance like he had, and then you can like show up like you're a Major League Baseball team and just slay. But that's what's all this, that's what these cars are about. Is you have to be able to do the whole package to be successful, and he knocked it out of the park and got it done.
Yes, and did an absolute amazing job with it. His co So I was dragging him around everywhere, and Bryant is so like humble. I think he was probably enjoying it a little bit, but I think at the same time he was like, "Man, I can't believe I'm being drug around this whole place, having to wear this belt over his shoulder like a Hulk Hogan does." He did that, so it was awesome. Well, enough about that. Let's talk about where you're going to be, what you're doing this weekend, all that kind of stuff.
So I'm out here talking to vendors, checking out new products, bringing the show coverage to the people. Because that's what we want to. If you can't be here, we want to show you what the show is all about. Because this is our Disney World. Like this is what it's all about. Hardcore race parts, going fast, and tons of new cool products here. So I'll be talking to vendors, checking stuff out. Seeing a bunch of smiling faces. So if you guys see me at the show, stop me, say hi. I'd love to see you. I love the people. You guys make my job enjoyable.
Well, and dude, you're so busy. I can't imagine what it's like leading up to this and you being here for 3 days. How many hundreds of photos and videos on your phone will you have? And then how long will you work through that content?
So right now, I've probably took about 100 photos and small videos today. We've done some videos with vendors, bringing new products to the people because that's what we're going to show you, the latest and greatest. So I'll go through that. I'll get home on Saturday night because I'm just over in Ohio, so it's a nice 5.5 hour drive for me. Can't beat it. Once you stop for gas, get a little bite to eat. So it'll take me a week or so to go through these photos, but it's more like it's reminiscing. Like I go through it and I'm like, oh, that was epic. Oh, that was epic. Oh, I need it. And it gives you ideas for your own projects, which is kind of cool too. I know my favorite section at this is the tools. Like I love walking through, seeing all the cool stuff that people are bringing out. And then you get that want list. Like it's like, oh, I need one of these. Like I walk by like the Haas, like one of the, I'm like, one day, I'm gonna keep buying scratchers. Maybe I'll win big.
That's right. Well, we were over by somebody's booth earlier. They were CNC cutting a billet block. It was amazing to watch that whole process come down through that. And that's what people can see here at PRI is everything. I mean, like literally, like we've got guys that have drill bits here next to us. We've got full on drag cars up here in front of us. We've got everything just right here in our little section. So it's super cool.
Yeah, that's like I said, this is the race car event. And Indianapolis is an amazing city. There's also, we're very fortunate with the weather this year. I was outside earlier and it seems a little bit warm. I didn't have to put my parka on, which I appreciate, but you never know what kind of weather you're gonna get here. Yeah. So, but yeah, we're here for race car stuff. There's lots of cool race car stuff, and it's hard to see everything in just 3 short days.
Yeah. So a guy like you that stays very busy, we walked 30,000 steps yesterday, probably going to do about the same today. What about a guy like you? You probably more.
So I'll probably end up, so for reference, so let's say SEMA example, I walked 38 miles. And that's crazy to think, in my, and shoe selection, especially for this show is important as well. So I don't know, we'll do 30-40,000 steps a day, getting these boots are made for walking.
That's right. That's right. Well, it's super cool. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it, guys. If you don't already follow Summit on everything. Oh, speaking of following Summit, I saw the 200,000 subscriber giveaway.
Dude, we hit 200,000 subscribers. It's because of people, all you guys out there. It's a really satisfying moment to me knowing there's people that watch content and they enjoy it. And yeah, we hit 200,000. That was our goal. We gave away a couple gift cards to some lucky participants, and I can't wait to see what they buy with those gift cards.
Dude, I'm so excited to see that. And you guys are always doing cool stuff like that. So if you don't already follow Summit Racing on every social media channel, I mean, you guys probably have everything everywhere, and the On All Cylinders podcast. I love that. If you're going to be on a drive or somewhere where you need some time to listen to some stuff, you do a great job over there, but you guys have a couple different hosts there as well.
Yeah, so there's a couple of us between me, Paul, Dave. We're always talking to somebody different, and bringing the latest and greatest to talk to us, and like fine folks like yourself. We can't beat it. And yeah, so follow us, check it out. Make sure you check out Dragon Driver Addiction too, because you can't beat what you're doing over here. Like I said, I love the content.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for coming by the booth. I hope we see you again throughout the week, but we got to get a selfie in front of the banner and post it up. All right, guys, if you haven't done it yet, subscribe, follow wherever you're watching this right now. You've got to be paying attention to us, and obviously you got to pay attention to Summit. You're going to see Justin's beautiful beard. I'm growing my beard out right there. You'll see that on a lot of the content. All right, guys, cool. Oh, what? Oh, hang on. We have breaking news for folks that are walking up. Okay, Eric, entertain them while we get a picture. Or, yeah, we'll let Eric entertain. Travis said, I'm not going to be in the front. Okay, you jump up. The guys, this is exclusive right here. Talk for a second while we get this selfie.
So we have somebody coming to the booth who is going to have breaking news, something that hasn't been announced anywhere except for it'll be here at PRI. Breaking news at PRI, day one.
Day one.
Like this is day one. Do we bring them in right now?
I think we bring them. I'm going to start a new one. I think we'll
yeah.
We have 9 minutes.
We got 9 minutes.
Let's do this. Thank you.
He's not coming in here with me.
Perfect.
Dude, Ryan Hargett.
Right?
We better.
And
okay. And Tammy.
How many trophies did y'all win this morning?
We lost
3. Yeah, it was a stack. It was a stack. It was really cool. So, for the folks that don't know, I mean, obviously took second place in the Drag and Drive World Champion points. Super cool. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment, and it took some serious work to get there at the end. Like, you had to race in 2 different classes, change tires, all that kind of stuff, and you did it. I mean, like, you're one of you can't even count on one hand the number of 4-second cars that finish an 8th mile event this year. It's pretty amazing to see that. But you got some cool update. Not even an update. This is breaking news right here, and something you've been kind of keeping secret for us. And I want to say thank you so much for not posting this out, because that's not your typical process. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but Ryan enjoys a little bit of trash talk within the group, and you really like trash talk with our friend Devin Vanderhoof, who we saw walking over here. So
cheater, you know that, right?
he brings a hammer to a nail fight. I mean, that's for sure. So walk us through a little bit of what's coming. What is what is this new development going to mean for the Mustang? What's this going to mean for your plans for 2024?
Well, she says I can't park the Mustang, so
Okay.
but what we are going to do is we're going to, knock the cobwebs off this orange Camaro we have and put a Coyote in it and go run unlimited.
Dude, hang on. You're going to put a Coyote in a Camaro?
Yeah, the opposite. Let's pay back all these LS guys for putting all these LSs in these Mustangs. That's for you.
That's right. So we actually we have been talking about doing this, you guys coming on here and doing this, but we saw you in the turbo booth earlier. So I would imagine you're talking about that stuff. So kind of walk us through who your turbo manufacturer is and what you got planned.
Yeah, so it'll have HPT turbos on it again. We're gonna go to an 88 103 versus a 7880, and so we can really
Not a pair. You're going to a pair.
a pair, yeah. A pair.
So your car now, obviously, deep 7-second carbon. I mean, at least 717, I think, was your fastest drag and drive pass this year. Yep. So 717, 470, 463 fastest pass at street and yeet. I mean, this is drag and drive trim. This isn't like gutted, trying to make your best ET ever in the car. This is like drag and drive trim, change the tires, get ready to go. It's pretty amazing to have done that. What are some of the new goals? What are you looking for the new car, and why go up in turbos?
So y'all are gonna think I'm crazy when I say this, but I wanted to run fives.
What?
Let's skip the sixes and go to fives. Yeah.
Dude, you're an animal. You're an animal. I tell you, going from that. Well, here's the thing. Nobody's ever had a 5-second average. Nobody ever in the history of drag and drive. We've had one dude run 599, and I'm telling you, if there's anybody that can do it, I believe it's you guys. And this new car is going to be awesome. So, what's the history on the car? Why do you have it? Why was it in mothballs?
So this was a car that we built in 2010, and it's something me and my dad and Tammy we had ran together, and we actually run some ADRL Pro Nitro stuff.
Nice.
And it's just been sitting really since Dad passed away. We had it out one time, and just tired of it just sitting there all dusty. So we'll get her out.
So let's talk weight. One of the biggest benefits of Unlimited is you can run any kind of suspension package and things like that. But is there a minimum weight that you're trying to hit, that you have to hit, I guess?
No, there is no minimum weight. We're going to try to make it as light as we possibly can, though, for sure.
So this was a big block nitrous car. What kind of times did it run beforehand?
So this was in 2010. It went a 413 in the 8th with a pretty old nitrous engine. Not near as big as what they are now. So
yeah. And so you'll most likely make more power than that, obviously, with this setup. And obviously you've seen the light, you've gone turbochargers. I mean, listen, I'm a turbo guy. I love that stuff. So this new setup going that big, like what kind of, let's not talk about total horsepower you're looking for, but what kind of horsepower increase are you looking for?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, several hundred, it's going to have to try to run as fast as we want to run.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. So, let's say what's mile an hour, quarter mile in a high 5-second pass?
I mean, it depends if it's a turbo car or a nitrous car. I mean, and it depends on the weight too.
250 though, you're probably going to run 250 plus.
Yeah. I don't know if it's that little engine, you have to get at it pretty early, probably 230s or 40s, I would think.
Oh man, that's crazy. And then to get in it, you both get in it and then drive it to the next track and do that. So it's going to be really cool because the car you have now was a street car. You bought it new, you drove it, you slowly upgraded that car as you've gone. Probably, well, I'm not going to say slowly because you've taken it from like what would be a 13-second car to a 7-second car. And to go from that to this, what are some creature comforts that you're going to have to put into this new car that maybe a person that's built an Unlimited car isn't going to have? What's something you got to have in it?
It's not going to have any more than it absolutely has to. So that's for sure. We're going to have to put a tunnel in it. I was talking to Brian Robbins about it, just trying to get some pointers from him because they've been doing that type of chassis car at that level. We'll have to put a tunnel in it, obviously a passenger seat, all the things that's going to add weight, all the cooling system, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So will it be front radiator? You guys going to, because your car now is rear?
Yeah, it'll be front.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no room really in the back of this to put it in the rear.
So we had talked a little bit, I think at Southeast Street, and you maybe about some plans to, like, you were gonna, this is another car build, but you were gonna move the Coyote between cars. Is that kind of still the plan? Will you have to build a whole new exhaust system? I'm just trying to picture this car that you've posted before, how your turbo system is going to work on this car.
It won't. We'll have to build a whole new turbo kit. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're on methanol now. Will you stay on methanol? Will you go to something different? What's the plan?
Stay on methanol, drive on pump gas. That's still the plan.
That is so cool. Well, how many folks have really kind of made this change from the car you have now to what you're building? Like, is that what you're seeing as more of a progression? Like, we're taking cars that were fast and now we're making them street worthy?
I don't know. Can't really answer that. I don't know. I don't know very many guys done that. And I'm not saying this is going to be easy at all.
I'll tell you this. I know it's not going to be easy.
Like, to run a 5 is like very difficult. So even just with a race car, forget about the drag and drive portion of it. So, and I'm not saying we're going to do that right off the bat, but that's our goal.
Well, let's talk about weight stuff. You save several hundred pounds, probably 700 or 800 pounds. I would think. I mean, I don't know anything about race car stuff, but maybe more.
I'm hoping 900 pounds difference.
Wow. So 900 pounds, hundreds of more horsepower. Like, that's a recipe. You're already going 717. That's a recipe for, I would think, mid or low sixes, if you relatively know what you're doing. And you guys have been racing long enough that you certainly do.
Yeah. I mean, if you just did the math off 900 pounds lighter, that would be a 630 right there.
That's amazing. That thing's going to be crazy to see go down. Now, what kind of tire are you going to be on? A big tire?
Yeah, to be on a big floppy tire to start with. So I'll probably get them from Target. So,
well, then you'll drive right over the top of Devin Vanderhoof. That's been the motivation for this a little bit, I'm sure.
no, not Devin. The motivation was the car's just been sitting, and something me and my dad did together, and I just hate that it's sitting. I want to get it out and do something with it. So,
oh, hey, that means they're closing, and you know what that means? We're going to go-karts, guys. Sick kart chaos. We're headed to Fast Times go-karts. We're gonna go. I'm gonna run somebody over. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a blast. There's a lot of racers. Nope. Well, guys, last call. No more to pictures of cars. Stop talking to your race car friends. Get out of here, please. So, guys, I want to thank you for coming by. We will dig a lot deeper in this. We're going to talk about this car as you put it back together. What is the first event you kind of have planned to take this out?
So we have so much work to do. Probably Midwest Drags. That's kind of our goal, and we're going to be one of the route stops. So it'd be really cool to have the car out for that. So that's the goal right now.
That's awesome. And Midwest Drags is in July for you guys that don't necessarily follow every one of these 30-something events that we have. So it's really cool. I'm excited to see how they're going to route the cars to you guys, because by my math, it's going to look like a big figure 8 if we stop on day 1 at your place, which to me makes the most sense. If we stop on day 2, it would be a very, very hard day 2.
I think there's going to be 2 route stops in one day.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Get ready.
Yeah. It's going to be a drive.
That's going to be so awesome. Well, guys, we wish you the best of luck. We love you, the whole team. Love you guys. It's awesome to see what you've done, the progression of stuff, even in just the time that we've hung out, and to finish the way you did and not even get started until July, and then us have all the conversations in October about getting the car ready to run on a 235 and then change over to 275, and Tammy have to pack the chutes. So let me ask you this. How many times has he taken you to dinner and made up for all the parachute packing you had to do that week?
Not near enough. Not near enough.
That is awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. We really appreciate it. All right, guys. Come by the booth, 4746. We'll be here a lot tomorrow. We've got a lot of folks coming to the booth here. I see Steven giving the yes. I don't know. He's covered a lot of the booth today. So thank you very much. Thank you to Adam Green, who spent a lot of time here today. Travis, who spent about 22 minutes. It was awesome to be here and hang out. They went and got lunch, didn't even ask us if we wanted anything to eat. So that's okay. We'll make up for it later. When I drive over the top of him, will be the person I drive over at Cart. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.